I've heard that hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, which is probably why Han Solo remains one of Battlefront II's most dangerous heroes. Hey there, I'm MassiveG, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to dominate as everyone's favorite smuggler, Han Solo. I'll start by showing you how to make the most of Han's weapons and abilities before moving on to multiplayer strategy. Han Solo's DL-44 can tango with any hero's lightsaber. Make no mistake about it, this is one of the best blasters in Star Wars Battlefront II. It's powerful, dead-on accurate, and its rate of fire is fantastic, with a quarter of a second between shots. At around 75 damage per blaster bolt, just 2 shots from the DL-44 can wipe 150 HP, which happens to be the health of your average assault unit, and it takes around 3 shots for a class like the Heavy at 200 HP. Which goes to say that learning class and weapon silhouettes is very helpful for playing a ranged hero like Solo, because you don't want to develop the wrong muscle memory and by reflex, fire the improper amount of shots and move on, which could be deadly. Han's first ability makes the DL-44 even better. Sharpshooter takes the rate of fire from a quarter of a second between shots to just about as fast as you can pull the trigger. Sharpshooter lasts 4 seconds, but it has a really quick cooldown as it recharges in just 15 seconds. This means that you can use it about as often as you'd like, without a real fear of being stuck in cooldown when you really need it. I like to use this ability on crowds of hostiles, reinforcements with higher health, and heroes. His detonite charges are sticky explosives that, when thrown, will exist indefinitely until either destroyed or manually detonated by Han. You can use them as grenades, or blindly toss them into crowded areas and hope for the best, and you can also use them in choke points or on objectives that you're keeping an eye on. They have a cooldown of about 30 seconds. Finally, we have Shoulder Charge, where Han charges forward, knocking over and damaging the first enemy he hits. It's got a short cooldown of 10 seconds, but you're probably not going to be using it every 10 seconds against a hostile because you don't want to be the target of his friends. But it's great for singular targets or hero situations where your odds of survival are better if you stand and fight. At 600 health points, Solo is no pushover, especially when compared to Darth Maul's relatively modest 700 HP. While this may not seem like much of a lead for a melee hero, if you make the mistake of letting Maul get too close, that 600 HP is gonna melt faster than Annie's skin on Mustafar. Even with a well-placed shoulder charge, it's not always going to be enough to escape from a skilled melee player, especially with a hero that excels at dodging with disorienting speed. Sometimes it may be tempting to use shoulder charge to ambush some enemies, knocking one down and rapid-firing the rest. You are a hero, after all. But this usually isn't the smartest choice. Instead, use your detonite charges to disperse crowds, or rip into the crowds with Sharpshooter, and save the shoulder charge for baddies with less amigos. Of course, this depends entirely on how distracted the enemy is, and the environment around you. For example, this hallway allowed me to knock the hell out of this B-2 battle droid without his teammates being able to do a damn thing about it, and Darth Maul was already distracted to boot. Then I made a quick escape through this conveniently placed doorway ahead of me. Even though Han Solo isn't necessarily a front lines hero, he excels at tearing up the front lines with his amazing weapons and abilities, but he is more effective as a cover shooter. Just remember to ask yourself before you move into new areas of the map, how much cover is there and where is it? Don't get cocky and you'll do fine. If you enjoyed this video, join my YouTube family for more guides like this, live streams, and all kinds of Battlefront II content. And until next time, may the Force be with you, always.